when I'm here, when I'm in the camp hours, I'm as focused can be on whatever it needs, whether it's the team, the locker room, maybe it's something the coaches need, or it's just me out there on the field trying to become the player that I want to be. Good conversations are going. I will say that. Call it negotiations, whatever conversations. A lot of good things are going on there. So a lot of confidence. Once again, as I said, anytime I feel like I've talked about it, I've got confidence in my guys, these guys getting something done.
Okay, that seems super optimistic.
Yeah, but again, you and I are, listen, one of us will be right, one of us will be wrong, so I don't want to, I don't know. We'll see. We will get resolution on this. You keep reading optimism that it's going to get done. I think, more precisely, that sounded rude. Differently listening to the words and different things jump out to me. That sounded rude. I apologize.
Correctly, observing.
He raised the possibility in this interview. He said, if it gets done in the next few weeks, during the season, or whatever. I don't know about you, Greg. I would think the smart thing for Dak Prescott would be, even if publicly he's not saying this, letting the Cowboys know, you got 22 days, and then negotiations over until the end of the year. What we're not going to do is week 1 against the Browns, I'm awesome, and my guys come back and say, what's the number now? And then week 2, I struggle, and you guys say, we're not doing that. And so I thought it was odd that he even raised the possibility that this could be going on during the season. I don't view that as tenable. I know some players get re-signed during the season, not very often after a whole contentious offseason of negotiations, and almost never at this position. Like the quarterbacks get done in the offseason. Joe Burrow, we were talking about last year, was it going to get done? And then right before the year, even though he had gotten hurt, it did. So I view it, Greg, as they have 22 days to get it done, and they are not willing to do what they need to get it done, or they would have already gotten it done. Like, that's where I stand on this.
This gives me hope.
Same with the Wilds.
It's because it's Dak Prescott saying it. In his posture previous to this, the last time we heard him talk about it, it was like, other elite quarterbacks have gone through this. I mean, they haven't been able to sustain their entire career with one team, and all these different things that he was saying. It seemed as though he was preparing himself to be out.
Yeah.
Now, when you have a player who is obviously privy to the information, saying and his body language, his posture is like, yeah, good conversations are happening, like almost like a breath of fresh air, like finally, like something positive is actually happening and could potentially result in me getting a big deal. What I do believe, though, is I believe Dak Prescott really wants to be a Cowboy more than the Cowboys want Dak Prescott to be a Cowboy.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like, I don't think he wants to go anywhere else.
So does that bring the number down?
We will see. We will see.
Okay. So listen, I agree with both of them to a degree, but I definitely lean more towards what Greg is saying here. The fact that Dak Prescott is seemingly not playing such hardball, where he's saying like, yeah, we can kind of get this done during the season if need be, to me is showing Dak is willing to work with the Dallas Cowboys. I do believe that Dak does want to be with the Cowboys. At the very least, he's just most comfortable there. It's what he knows. It's where he lives. It's his team. It's his fan base. It's his colors. It's his uniform. It's his identity. We feel like that in all aspects of our life. It's not always easy just to pick up and leave and go. So even though that he could maybe get paid more money, maybe he could play for the Raiders, maybe he could, I don't even know at this point, any of these other teams, like, it's just one of those things where he knows at the end of the day, he is most comfortable playing in Dallas, right? So it would make sense that he wants to be in Dallas. And now, if Greg is saying is accurate, that that he wants to be more with the Dallas Cowboys and the Dallas Cowboys want him, right, then does that bring the number down? What is Dak Prescott willing to do? I wish we had a better understanding of what the numbers were. Would Dak take the Jordan Love contract, the Tua contract? That's what I want to know. Is that what he's being offered and he says, no, I want more than that? Because if he wants more than that, then I'm saying that that's insane. And it is goodbye and good luck. Are the Dallas Cowboys not offering that? Are they saying, we're not going to give you the Jordan Love contract? Jordan Love is showing us all this potential. Jordan Love rocked you in the playoffs. You looked like a backup quarterback. He looked like a Hall of Famer. Like, I'm just really curious, what is holding this all up? And how is it being held up in a way that they'll magically reach a resolution? Because if it's being held up all this time, it means one of the sides is not budging. And is the one of the sides going to finally budge? Are the Dallas Cowboys finally going to offer Dak more money? Is Dak finally going to take less money? Like, what's it going to be? Whatever it is, it feels like they're unserious about winning. And that's kind of the problem that I see. Because if the Dallas Cowboys are saying, Dak, you need to take a little bit less money. This is what we need to build the team. That's what we need from you. That's the only way we can move forward. Then there's no negotiating to be had. It's either Dak's going to do it or not. There's no other conversation to be had. We need you to take less money. If not, we're not going to move forward. And on the other side of the spectrum, if Dak's like, I need more money, and the Dallas Cowboys are unwilling to give it, it's like, well, I'm not budging. I know I will go out in free agency and I will get offered either the Jordan Love contract or even more. I'm not budging. But I do know that Dak wants that money, because Dak has said it's part of his responsibility to keep raising the bar for how much quarterback. It's his responsibility to keep raising that, how much quarterbacks get paid, which is insanity. That's absurd. That's not his responsibility. His responsibility is to his career and his team. Not trying to milk as much money as you possibly can to keep raising the bar. So I think Dak, I could keep going back and forth between saying keep Dak, don't keep Dak, keep Dak, don't keep Dak. Because he's making it hard at this point. I want to say the Dallas Cowboys should keep Dak because I think he's fundamentally a good person and a good leader and a really good football player, a good quarterback. But not if he is trying to he wants to be the quarterback who's going to get paid $65 million a year. That, I would say, that's just too rich for my blood. I do believe in you as a leader. I am very grateful and proud to have you be the face of my team. But no. We couldn't win when you took less than that. We're certainly not going to win with you taking more than that. So, goodbye and good luck. So I'm really, really fascinated to see, as kind of Nick said, one of us is going to be right. We'll find out sooner or later. And it is. I'm really fascinated to see how this finally unfolds and what is the contract? What is the number? Because we haven't even heard leaks. Normally, a lot of times you hear leaks with some disputes. So-and-so is being offered X, and he wants Y. We're not really hearing that, which is interesting, which also means that Dak's not leaking it, which also means Dak wants more money. That's the way how I interpret it. But those are just my thoughts. I would absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think? Do you think the conversations are good? Should you feel optimistic about kind of what Dak was saying and kind of where things are going? Do you think it's more leaning towards Dak staying or going? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I would absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much, and see you next time.